ESHA Part 3. So we have created our label, we've done some editing in our label, and now ESHA is wonderful because it helps validate if you want to make any nutrition or nutrient content claims specifically. And you can go up to this claims button, and it is preloaded with the FDR, the Food and Drugs Regulation, what claims are eligible for Canada. And it also, depending on the format that you buy, we have the Canadian license for ESHA. You can buy a license for the United States, for Mexico, for Europe, and they have preloaded, based off of the legislation, what claims are already in place. So if I click this, I can go through and see what sort of claims may, and I'm using the word may intentionally here, what claims may be available to us. So looking here, energy and calories. Well, is that exciting? Do I want to say contains calories? If you recall, we have to stick to the wording. If we go back to food labeling for industry, in our nutrition labeling, and down here in our claims and statements, any sort of nutrient content claims or health-related claims must meet specific wording requirements for what is permitted on the packaging and in any advertising materials. So, for example, right now, we may be able to make a claim contains omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acids. That is the wording that has to be followed. What else? Contains vitamin E. Some of these do have contains. Contains statements aren't necessarily that compelling. What else can we do related to this? Well, I do highly recommend that if you want to take advantage of any of these claims, do make sure to cross-reference it to the Guide to Food Labeling for Industry, just to make sure that the legislation has not changed and ESHA hasn't kept up. But there are a few other features that you can take advantage of when looking at your recipe to identify are there opportunities for improvement. You can go into the ESHA file, and under the Reports tab, you can go into this spreadsheet format. And this is a lot of fun. I always enjoy looking at this spreadsheet. If I roll up here, what's great about this spreadsheet is it will help identify where were the different contributions nutritionally from each of the separate ingredients. And let's say, for example, we wanted to make an omega-3 claim on this product. Can we see omega-3 on here? If we go into single nutrient, let's see, if we go into multi-column spreadsheet, what can we do? You know what? Right now it is in the basic format. But take a look at this function. Let's think if I wanted to be able to get rid of saturated fat, for example. Where are my contributors of saturated fat in this product? Well, it's actually pretty low in saturated fat. But I could go through and indicate where are my top contributors, and do I trim this ingredient down? Do I substitute this ingredient? This is useful to be able to strategically look at what's available. Now, if I go in here, I should be able to change the sorts of reporting and the sorts of nutrients that I can see from this, but we know that some of the nutrients aren't going to be showing up in the analysis. These are the baseline minimums necessary for the nutrition facts table. Hope some of these tips and tricks are useful to you. ESHA is straightforward to use, but you do need to muscle down and just get in there and play around with it. In the end, taking the time and fiddling around to find out some of these functions takes time. If you are really facing some challenges, ESHA Genesis has a whole slew of tutorial services available to you online. And if you go into their website, so ESHA, if you go in ESHA, look for their tutorials, they've got all sorts of wonderful videos, just like this is going to be so crazy.
This tutorial
it's a video inside a video. And here's the ESHA lady telling you how to do exactly what I just walked you through. Take advantage of these video series to help you craft the labels that you need. There's a whole pile of them. But from there, if you really are in a bind and you really don't know what you're looking at, take advantage of the fact that we have subscribed to the live chat service with ESHA. Now, do be reminded that they are in California, and the ESHA people do like to take lunch at lunchtime, which is 3 o'clock in the afternoon for them. So do keep that in mind. I have been left on the hook waiting for an answer and then be told, oh, the ESHA technician went for lunch and he's back in an hour. Would you like to hold? No. So do use the live chat service, but do remind yourself that 3 o'clock for them is lunchtime here, or no, vice versa. Lunchtime for them is 3 o'clock here. Keep that in mind. Early morning, likewise, they may not be in the office. So take advantage of late morning through late afternoon to be able to access them. They are very, very helpful. However, they do eat. So at this point in time, you should be able to do the basics of developing an ESHA-based label and do some basic editing for that label to identify opportunities for health claims, identify means to modify your ingredient deck and your allergen declaration, and be able to do some basic adjustments. Take care. Have fun.